And so there's the hawk there. I don't know if you saw him. Yeah, he wants me to leave. Now he wants me to leave. All right. Oh no, here he comes. Here he comes. There's something very interesting going on over here. It's hard for you to see from this far back. There's a crow and there's a hawk, and they're sitting side by side on the fence over here near the pond. And what's happening is they are competing with each other. Okay, so the crow just flew off. The hawk is still there. Listen, guys, this is crazy, and this is just how nature works, and it's horrible. It's horrible. It is. Okay, so get this. The crow has come by first to nibble on some of the corn that was left over on the ground after the baby ducks and geese and everything started eating. The hawk come by because he wants that corn to remain there. Because if that corn can remain on the ground, then that can bait in things that he wants to snatch up and eat. Now, our ducks and geese are too large for that hawk. Thank goodness. We don't let ours out until they're big enough or heavy enough. Even though there have been some people who have talked about them seeing hawks grab some pretty large pets. I guess the most horrible story I have about that is that my nephew Dusty had a ferret. And it was a sweet little thing just like ours, and he used to walk it outside out in the grass, and he'd watch it play. He and his family would watch the ferret play in the grass, and you know, enjoy your pet the way people do. And while he was out sitting in a chair having him a beer, him and his wife, from out of nowhere, a hawk swooped down, picked up that ferret. I don't mean to laugh. That's nothing funny about that. Picked up that ferret and off they went. And of course, he never saw his ferret again. So, and ferrets now, of course, they don't weigh much, but we haven't ever had an issue with hawks snatching up our babies. Normally, our chicks, our ducks, and our geese, even though we get them at just, tiny, they stay with us until they're big enough to, well, survive hawk attacks. No, but that was not the point of my story. What's neat is, though, this crow had come by to eat some of the leftover corn. The hawk came by and began to fight with the crow until finally the crow ended up leaving. And now the hawk has flown up into that tree where he was at before to watch that stash of corn. So what he hopes will happen is either a small bird, maybe a little field mouse, or something like that of that nature will come by to get him a snack, and maybe even a small squirrel, and he will swoop down and snatch it up and have himself a meal. But isn't that neat the way nature works? It's all part of that food chain, and how you want to draw this one up for all of you guys that watch the page for educational reasons. I know there are some teachers who show the videos to their classes. This would be pretty interesting. So we throw out corn every morning. Okay, we throw out corn throughout the day, all right, blah, 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 for all of our babies. Let me just walk over. I don't want to scare the hawk away, because that actually does us a service. Believe it or not, a lot of folks would freak out, and they'd say, Lester, get your rifle. That hawk is no good. No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. So I'm just going to point along the ground over here and hope I can zoom in enough to show you what's going on. This is just really neat to me. Okay, so these blueberries leave feed in there, some corn, some grains, and as we come by, I let the church kids open up that one and throw it across here. I'll come by, or Jamie will come by and throw some worms out across over here. So we always have a stash of feed. We have another one over there that we throw out to our babies throughout the day, all right? So as the animals come by and eat everything up, you can't see a whole lot of anything now. Here's some. They leave a little bit of residue here and there, little pieces of corn or little pieces of grain or whatever they're eating on. And so, of course, that drew in that crow. The crow comes in and says, hey, there's something I can nibble on. And of course, the crow came by to get a bite to eat. However, the hawk, who is sitting now in this oak tree over here watching me, the hawk says, wait a minute, buddy. I need that corn to stay there. I want those grains to stay there because he's hoping that along the way, out of this tall grass, will creep along a little field mouse. Or out of these little trees here, maybe a smaller, younger squirrel will come by. And maybe even a small bird, something he can catch and eat. And so there's the hawk there. I don't know if you saw him. He wants me to leave. Now he wants me to leave. All right. Oh no, here he comes. Here he comes.